Assalamu alaikum. Hello students of Standard 6. How are you? Hope you all are fine by the grace of Almighty Allah. Dear students, today I am here to take your science class. And I have completed chapter 1, isn't it? And your CT data has been also given. And I have also given your CT syllabus in your messenger group. So the chapter is over. So today this class will be on mathematical problems related to this chapter. And I also discuss something about your CT items. So let's start the class. Mathematical problems. Today I am going to show some mathematical problem. Number 1, the length of a surface is 5 meter and breadth is 4 meters. What is the area of the surface? Very easy math, and this type of math you have already done in your class 5. That means in your previous class. So area, you have to find out the area of the surface. So the formula for finding out area is what? Area equal to length into breadth. We know area equal to length into breadth. So here length equal to 5 meter and breadth equal to 4 meter. So 5 meter into 4 meter equal to meter square. Unit will be meter square. The unit of area is square meter or meter square. So it will be 20 square meter. Now the next math. The area of a room is 20 square meters. If the length of the room is 5 meter, then what will be the breadth of the room? That means you have to find out breadth equal to what? So formula, area equal to length into breadth. So if you want to find out breadth, then the formula will be breadth equal to area by length. Now given area equal to 20 square meter, it is given, right? And length of the room is 5 meter. So 20 by 5 equal to 4 meter. So the breadth of the room is 4 meter. Dear students, do you understand the math? This type of math can be given in your city. Now, 3 number question. A box is 20 centimeter long, 10 centimeter broad and 5 centimeter high. What is the volume of the 100 similar boxes? Volume equal to length into breadth into height. This formula is already given in your previous content. So I think you have remembered the formula. So volume equal to length into breadth into height. Here length is given 20 centimeter and 20 centimeter equal to 0.2 meter. If you divide 20 centimeter by 100, then you get 0.2 meter, because 100 centimeter equal to 1 meter. Okay, so length equal to 0.2 meter, breadth equal to 0.1 meter and height equal to 0.05 meter. So volume equal to what? Volume equal to length into breadth into height. All will be multiplied, and that will be 0.001 cubic meter or meter cube. Okay, meter into meter equal to cubic meter. So this is the value of volume of each box. So the volume of each box equal to 0.001 cubic meter, and the volume of 100 such boxes will be here. Here will be boxes. It's the mistake. So 100 into 0.001. Each box volume is 0.001. So 100 boxes volume is 100 into this, and that will be 0.1 cubic meter. I think it is clear to you. Now the next one. Now I will explain one creative question that is given in your book. So this type of creative questions can come in your exam. So dear student, before starting these creative questions, I want to tell about creative system. In creative system, there will be a stem or any picture, the stem will be related to any picture or any writing things or anything, or any picture given taken from your book, it may also come, or any other book. So there will be a stem, and depending on that stem there will be 4 questions, creative questions. A number question, that is knowledge based question, which carries 1 mark. B number question, that is realization based question, that carries 2 marks. C number question, that is application based question. In case of physics, that is application question. So that question carries 3 marks. So in application type of question, always mathematical problem comes, or difference, or drawing figure, this type of question comes in C number, that is application. And D number question is higher order thinking. So D number question, that carries 4 marks, and you have to explain anything in D number, or analyze anything in D number, or mathematical problem can come in D number. So today I am going to explain the creative question 1 that is given in your book. So let's try to understand, and let's look at the stem. The area of the Farhan's reading room is 40 square meter and its length is 10 meter. The length of the reading table is 1 meter and breadth is 50 centimeter. Farhan's mother put another table of same size in that room. It is the stem. Dear student, A number will be knowledge based and B number will be realization based. These A and B also can come from another chapter. When I will you will sit for your first term examination. That time you will complete 4 chapters related to physics. So that time A number and B number can question will not be related with the stem. Can be related or cannot be related with the stem. And it can come from the chapter from where the creative question is made, and also it can come from another chapters. Suppose the creative questions is related to chapter 1, and A and B number questions can be given from chapter 9 also. Okay. But C and D is related to the stem. That means the information that is given in the stem, based on those information you have to answer C and D. So let's look at the question. What is the breadth of Farhan's reading room? And B number, how much area will remain unoccupied in the room after keeping the 2 tables? Look, here the length and breadth of one table is given. So you can easily find out the area of each table. And here, look, in the stem, Farhan's mother put another table of same size in that room. So you have to calculate the area of 2 tables, because in that room 2 tables are placed. So after placing 2 tables in that room, how much area is unoccupied? Okay, that should be find out. Okay, so now do at first A number. What is the breadth of Farhan's reading room? Very easy, because Farhan's reading room's the area is given, length is given, so easily you can find out the breadth. You know, area equal to length into breadth. So breadth equal to area by length. Here area equal to 40 square meter and breadth equal to length equal to 10 meter. So breadth will be 4 meter. Clear? Now, how much area will remain unoccupied in the room after keeping the 2 tables? From the information given in the stem, the length of Farhan's reading room is 1 meter and breadth is 50 centimeter, and 50 centimeter will be converted into meter. Dear students, while doing mathematical problem in this chapter, you must convert all the unit in SI system, because you know in CGS system centimeter is the unit of length, but in SI system meter is the unit of length. So you should convert the unit into SI unit. Area of Farhan's reading room table equal to length into breadth. Length equal to 1 and breadth equal to 0.5. If we multiply these two, it comes 0.5 square meter. So 0.5 square meter is the area area of Farhan's reading table. So area of each table is 0.5 square meter. So area of two such table, because Farhan's mother placed similar shaped table, another similar shaped table in that room. So the total area occupied by both the table equal to 2 into 0.5, that is equal to 1 square meter. So the remaining space in the room, the area of the room is 40 square meter, and the area occupied by those two tables equal to 1 square meter. So remaining space, that is unoccupied, equal to 40 minus 1, that is equal to 39 square meter. Is it clear, students? So look here, in these creative questions C and D, both question, that means the mathematical problem which are given here, both are C and D question, C and D number, that means application and higher order thinking question. So these two are mathematical. So sometimes D number can be given as mathematical and sometimes it can be given as theoretical. Now the next one, 2 number creative questions. Hoseinuddin Sarkar is an exporter. He has exported 5 metric tons of jute in this year. Now he uses MKS system, though he used to follow FPS system previously for business and commercial purposes. A. Actually, A. Here I have given A, but it is it should be given as C number question in your creative questions. So how many kilograms of jute was exported this year by Hoseinuddin Sarkar? Here it is given 5 metric tons. So you have to convert 5 metric ton into kilogram, kg. And which system is advantageous between the two systems mentioned in the above stem? Analyze your decision. Look here, D number, that means this B number question, which is actually higher order thinking question. It is based on theoretical explanation, not mathematical. So let's look what will be the solution. How many kilogram of jute was exported this year by Hoseinuddin Sarkar? From the information given in the stem, 1 metric ton equal to 1000 kg. We know 1 metric ton equal to 1000 kg. And the amount of jute he bought is 5 metric ton. So 5 metric ton equal to 5 into 1000, that is equal to 5000 kg. So this will be the answer of A number. So Hoseinuddin Sarkar exported 5000 kg jute this year. Now D number question. The question was, which system is advantageous between the two systems mentioned in the above stem? In the above stem, it is declared two systems, MKS and FPS, because Hoseinuddin Sarkar uses MKS system, but previously he used FPS system. So among those, between these two systems, which system is advantageous? We have to discuss that. So at first you have to know what is MKS system and what is FPS system. MKS is the system of units based on measuring length in meter, mass in kilogram, and time in second. And FPS, that means the foot pound second. MKS means meter, kilogram, second. M for meter, K for kilogram, S for second. And FPS, foot pound second. The foot pound second system or FPS system is a system of units built on 3 fundamental units: foot for length, pound for either mass, and second for, sorry, here would be pound for mass, and second for time. Look, FPS, foot, pound, second. CGS, there is also another system, that is CGS, centimeter, gram, second, and MKS, meter, kilogram, and second. And another one, SI. Now it is worldwide used, SI system or System International. Modified form of MKS. SI system is the modified form of MKS. And that is now MKS is not used, rather SI system is used. That is worldwide. A system in which beside meter, kilogram and second, Kelvin, candela, ampere, mole are also used to express temperature, luminous intensity, electric current and quantity of matter. And that chart has already given in your previous content. So now I will discuss which system is advantageous. Among the two systems mentioned in the stem, the MKS system is more convenient. The International System of Unit or SI system was introduced following the MKS system. A simple measuring system has been introduced all around the world using the SI system. Besides, only one specific unit has been determined for all physical quantities. As a result, the problem of different countries using different units for measuring the same quantity has been solved. For example, meter is used as the unit of length in the SI system in every country of the world, which is the unit of length in even the MK system. Suppose a foreigner comes to Bangladesh, and if he if he goes to any shop and asks for potato or rice, and suppose he told the shopkeeper, give me 5 pounds of potatoes, then the shopkeeper of our country can understand that or not? Obviously, the shopkeeper of our country will not understand what is 5 pound, because pound is not used in our country. So, in that case, if that person asks, give me 5 kilogram of potatoes, then our shopkeeper will understand, isn't it? Because kilogram is used in our country. And now, in all over the world, a single system, that is SI system, is used, and in every country in the world the SI system is used uh, to avoid such such situations. Okay, so on the other hand, the FPS system is used only in few countries. So using these units might create unwanted problem while conducting international business. That is why MKS system is more convenient than that of the FPS system. Look, again I am giving a chart, that means like a circle, that is for SI system. So SI system mass, unit of mass is kg, unit of length is meter, unit of time is second, electric current, it will be ampere, temperature Kelvin, amount of substance mole, luminous intensity candela. Dear student, look, here is the nice moral for you. You will grow, it just takes time. So today, up to this chapter is over, and in the next class I will start the next chapter. But before starting new chapter, your city will be there, and I hope you will do nice in your city. and the CT item is not that much, just lesson 1 to 7. You will read it thoroughly by understanding each and every line, because MCQ and short question can come from those lessons. That means from lesson 1 to 7, MCQ type of questions and short questions definition. That means the definition which I have given in the previous content. Those can come in your exam. You must memorize all the definitions and read the lessons thoroughly so that you can answer all the short questions and also take the right answer in the MCQ type of questions. So goodbye everybody.